Horns up and welcome to a brand new episode of Headbanger's Kitchen. I've got an amazing keto recipe for you today. I'm doing my interpretation of a Murgh Makhani or a butter chicken. Now originally butter chicken was tandoori chicken shredded and put in a rich tomato gravy, and that's how it was originally created. Now today in my version I'm doing it completely differently. I actually saw a photograph on a food group of a white butter chicken. So today I'm doing a white Murgh Makhani or a white butter chicken. So it's going to have no tomatoes and it's just going to be delicious, guys. It's going to be rich and buttery. So let's go and make this white butter chicken or white Murgh Makhani. So for this recipe you're going to need 250 grams of boneless chicken legs and thighs. I've cut them into long strips because that's how I've always eaten it in butter chicken. We're going to marinate this with a little bit of ghee or clarified butter, about a tablespoon, the juice of half a lime, 2 teaspoons of tandoori powder and some salt. Now, two things. I'm using dark meat, that's the leg and thigh meat, because it cooks much slower and it remains tender and juicy. Breast meat tends to dry out a lot faster, so I don't like using that. Now if you don't have tandoori masala, just marinate your chicken with some red chili powder, some turmeric, some coriander powder, some garam masala and some cumin powder. That will suffice. Anyway, once this is mixed, just leave it for about an hour to marinate. Now we get a pan on the gas, and I'm using a frying pan because I just prefer cooking things in this. And we're going to wait for the pan to get nice and hot. Once the pan is nice and hot, we're going to put in a little knob of butter and watch that sizzle and melt, and we're going to put in and fry our chicken. Now like I said, originally butter chicken had tandoori chicken in it, so we want to cook this chicken, get a nice crust on it and just fry it. And this is again where the breast meat would dry out very quickly, so I wouldn't do this if I was using breast meat. I would just add the breast meat later and let it cook along with the gravy. Once the chicken is nicely cooked, we're going to put all of it into a bowl and set it aside for a few minutes. Now I'm going to add an even bigger chunk of butter in the pan and let that melt. To this I'm going to add some onion paste, about 75 grams of onion paste, which is just an onion blitzed up, and ginger garlic paste, about a teaspoon. Now just stir it and let it cook out for a good 3 to 4 minutes. During this process we're also going to pour in the resting juices from the chicken and just let that mix in all, and let that all just mix in nicely. Once that's done, we're going to add in our chicken and cook that for a bit. Make sure you add some kasuri methi at this point, and that is what gives the flavor to butter chicken. Then we're finally going to add in our cream and just turn the gas off, mix it around, garnish it with some fresh coriander and a little bit of butter as well. And that's it, your butter chicken is ready. Your white butter chicken rather. No tomatoes used, less carbs. That looks good. Time to taste. Okay, so it's time for me to dig into this butter chicken and I can't wait. Dude, that is incredible. Creamy, delicious, the perfect amount of spice. The chicken is juicy, tender. I just can't stop eating it. Anyway, I'm gonna go now. Make sure you follow us on Facebook, follow us on Instagram, and I will see you on the next episode of Headbanger's Kitchen. Cheers and keep cooking.